I'm going to do a little bit of motivational speech today. And I want to point out, yes, I can see you all from behind my hair. Maybe it'll help you guys who can see my eyes. I've been told I have really pretty eyes. I don't know, it's just... I don't think you guys could tell, like, really, right now. I've been told I have pretty eyes. I don't know why. That's my girls, too. Girls tell me I have pretty eyes, so I think that's apparently my best feature. That was completely random. I'm sorry. I want to do a motivational speech for you guys today. Because I saw a picture of myself from a few years ago, and it really got me thinking. I don't really know if I've ever talked about this period of my life, but a few years ago, specifically like during when this picture was taken, and several other pictures I just remember seeing, and I'll show you guys the picture in a bit, but that was really random. I'm sorry. I'm in a park right now, if you can't tell, and I'm actually at the skate park part of it. Pretty cool. And I thought I heard noises, and I got all freaked out, but anyways, a few years ago, I don't really know if I've ever talked about this, but I went through a pretty dark phase of my life where I was really self-loathing. Like, I pretty much hated myself to a certain extent. Like, I hated my appearance. I thought, like, I was horrible, and there was a point where, like, I truly believed nobody can love me. Why would anybody ever love me or even like me for the most part? And for what it's worth, I did get through that phase. Like, I don't hate myself anymore. I actually kind of like myself to a certain extent. Like, I think my personality is pretty dumb, but it's good dumb. My looks, like the beard, oh my god, the beard definitely helps, guys. As you guys will see coming up. But it got me thinking, like, why did I ever self-loathe myself? And I know, there's the whole thing about, like, society and more importantly, like, the mass media puts it on girls that they have to be, super skinny and super flexible and all these, like, insane things that, like, in reality, you don't have to be. But it's not as often talked about how much pressure, like, people put on guys. And I was bullied a lot when I was growing up. In my preteen years, apparently when I was little, like really little, like 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, I was actually pretty skinny. But in my like preteen years and my teenage years, I got pretty chubby. And I got bullied a lot for that. And apparently I had pretty bad body odor, which I didn't know. Well, apparently I didn't know because I was bullied for that a lot as well. But I actually don't know if I've ever told this story on vlog. The one thing that, like, really fucked me up self-consciously for a long time was in 7th grade, I had this crush on a girl. And I didn't have really low self-confidence at that point yet. Don't worry, it's about to go downhill big time. And it was an upcoming dance. It was like the first dance of the year. I'd never been to a dance before. I thought it would be fun to go. And I thought, hey, why not? So I asked her out, and her reaction, and looking back, I realized this is just fucking 7th grade assholes. But her reaction was to look at me, laugh, and walk away without saying anything. And that was devastating. That completely shattered my confidence. And it didn't end there either. Like, I had like 3 straight years of just horrible incidents. Like in 8th grade, I was with a friend of mine who had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend had a friend as well. We were like all at this park together. And I remember my friend and his girlfriend were going to be going to the movies. And I overheard a conversation between the girlfriend and her friend. And she's like, hey, why don't you ask Michael to go so you could tag along? And she looked at me. Like, I don't think they knew I could hear their conversation, but she looked at me and said, I think I'd rather just not go. I was like, wow, okay, cool. And then in 9th grade, like the last sentence, right before I started going to homeschool, which, fun fact, if you guys didn't know, I was homeschooled for almost all of my high school life. I went to 1 semester of public school. But during that 1 semester, I was just minding my own business, getting stuff out of my locker. And this girl I'd seen before, I think I had some classes with her, but I've never talked to her before, came up to me, like, poked me on the back, and I'm like, oh, okay, hello. And she started to get through, like, she mentioned the upcoming dance. I'm like, wait, what? I was thinking, I don't even know your name. What are you doing? And she mentioned dance, and it seemed like she was about to ask me out. Then she stopped and turned around and walked back to a group of friends like, I can't do it. And apparently they dared her to ask me out as like a dare, basically. I'm just like, cool. Cool. So I'm just going to be the one today I'll like poke fun at. That's awesome. And then I started going to homeschool, which one hand was like the best thing I could have done because homeschool definitely helped a lot. But on the other hand, oh, a puppy. I don't know if you guys can see over there. I don't know if I'm even pointing in the right direction, but there's a puppy. Oh, I'm not even anywhere close to... I don't know where I'm pointing. There's a puppy over there that distracted me. I'm sorry. But one bad thing about homeschooling is it completely cut me off from anybody my age, and pretty much for my entire high school life, I didn't talk to any other teenagers. Like, yeah, I talked to people online, but I didn't interact with anybody in person. And because of that, I have like absolutely horrible social skills. I'm very bad at like making conversation with people, very awkward around people. I've gotten better, thankfully, but I was really, really bad to the point where like I didn't even think I was worthy of talking to people. Like when I met a former friend of mine, she sat down next to me, and despite the fact that's like, saying, hey, talk to me, I was too afraid to make conversation with her because in my mind, I thought if I said something, she was going to be pissed that I had the like mentality, I had the nerve to talk to her, like someone as shitty as me. And it was just a really dark period of my life, and like very self-loathing, and it was really horrible. And I realized, like looking back, that's an absolute horrible thing to go through, and I did get through it. Like I said, now I like myself to a certain extent. I think I'm pretty cool. but I want to tell you guys, there's like absolutely no reason, if anyone out there is going through a phase like this where, you know, you've been like rejected by people, you've been bullied, you feel bad about yourself, you know, you feel self-conscious, there's absolutely no reason to feel that way. Because I remember I saw this thing once, and it's like, you know, you see other people, how like puberty hits them and all of a sudden they look beautiful, and it doesn't happen to you. Remember this, some Pokemon have one evolution and some have two. Because I think I'm one of those people that had two evolutions. Because I'm doing this right over here. I'm going to show you guys some pictures. This is me when I was 5 years old. I was cute as fuck, wasn't I? And this was me when I was 17. This is the picture I saw that made me think of all this. This is like when I was at my peak of self-loathing, where short hair, and beardless, which is obviously just a bad combination. But I was about 80 pounds heavier than I was now. I had no friends, like no real life friends, never had a girlfriend, never had any stuff like that. I felt absolutely dejected and horrible about myself, and I honestly thought I could never be loved, like that no one would ever love that. And I don't believe that now. I don't know if anyone has ever like really been in love with me. I don't know if that's the case. But I do think it's possible, like someday for somebody to be, and that's pretty cool that I've gotten over that. I just want to tell you guys, you are capable of being loved. You are beautiful, no matter what you think. And you guys out there watching, you're fucking beautiful too, okay? I'm a beautiful person. You're a beautiful person. And just keep in mind, like, if you ever feel self-conscious, remember that fuck society and personality counts too. Like when I met Bree, my current girlfriend, I don't know if you're watching this like 5 years in the future, we might not be dating. Hopefully that's not the case. But when I first met her, I got to know her because of her personality, and that's what made me like her so much. That's what made me start to be attracted to her, is because I knew her because of her personality, and I knew all these different things about her. We had so much in common. I just loved talking to her. And then, you know, once I started to see her more, I realized, like, wow, she's fucking beautiful. I just love looking at her as well. But that was an added bonus, in my opinion. Personality, talking to someone can overcome any, like, I don't know. You start to find people more attractive the more you talk to them. But as I tell you guys, you deserve love, no matter what you tell yourself, no matter what you think, no matter how other people treat you. There always will be someone out there who wants you, who will love you. You just have to wait and find him. It took me 18 years to actually find a girl who wanted to date me. So if you're young or if you're old, it just takes time. Eventually you'll evolve into that beautiful butterfly, for some reason some non-Pokemon viewers are watching this. And then life will be so much better for you. You start to feel more confident. The first step is accepting yourself, because you can't be loved by others until you love yourself. So, well, I guess you can, but I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to be motivational. Hopefully somebody found something nice out of this, and I'll talk to you guys later.